Welcome to Local Point, your life, your stories, with your host, Chris Piner.
Welcome to Local Point. I'm your host, Chris Piner. Let's welcome to the studio today Mike Karen and Carson Young to discuss this year's Dinosaur Round Up Rodeo. I'm so glad to have you back.
Thank you.
It's great that it's rodeo time. We've
Yes.
done this for quite a long time here on Local Point. Mike, let's start with you. First of all, just maybe introduce yourself to our viewers so they know who you are and what you're involved in.
Okay, well, I'm Mike Karen. I was born and raised here in Vernal. This is my second year as president of the Dinosaur Round Up Rodeo. The year before that, I was vice president and been on the committee for about 8 years now.
That's a pretty cool thing, I'm going to say. You know, I mean, did you ever imagine growing up here that someday you'd be the president?
No, didn't ever imagine it. I just love the rodeo and decided to get involved, and it's been a ton of fun since we've been here.
Well, what a great thing. This is a jewel in the crown out here of the Uinta Basin. We're very proud of that, and it's an honor, right?
It's
to be in that
hometown
tradition.
tradition. Yeah,
very good.
Stuff.
Well, you've done a great job.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Is it a term thing? I never do remember. Do you just kind of go until you're tired?
Or they throw me out, one of the two.
Right.
But yeah, just till you're tired.
You stay on for 8 seconds. And
Yep, 8 seconds. We hold elections every year, and this year they held elections without me being there, and that's how I won.
And you won.
I couldn't protest, but no, they're a great community, and we just stick around until you're done.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that help with this, and we're going to talk more about that too. But Carson, let's go to you.
My name's Carson Young. I'm currently serving as controller or treasurer for the rodeo committee, keeping track of all the finances. I've been on the board for about 5 months now, but I'm really excited. I was born and raised here. I used to compete in the rodeo events in bull riding, and so I know a little bit about the rodeo, and I grew up going to it as a kid, and I'm glad I can step in and help out and be a part of the event instead of just watching it.
How many people are on the committee? As I sit here talking to you, you're just two of
many.
We
We probably have a couple dozen that are full-time committee members, and then we get up to about 200 volunteers when the rodeo gets here.
And this is really a big operation, doesn't it? You're
It's
planning
yes.
as soon as it ends for next year and making arrangements.
Well, about a month ago, I started talking about what we're going to do next year.
So you're already, there's an overlap.
Yes,
even.
we're planning for next year.
People don't think about that. We just think of the event, there it is, and it just happens magically, but really there's a lot of work behind it. And before we get into the details of this year's rodeo, we've got to mention the sponsors. There are dedicated and grateful sponsors that we have.
Wow, and like everybody knows, our economy is a little rough this year, and people are having a hard time, but everywhere we go, people are so excited to help us out, and I really got to give a shout out to our sponsors. They're wonderful people. They've done everything they can do. The one thing I like to ask people, if you see our advertisement or the signs around the arena, let these people know that you appreciate what they've done. Thank them for helping us out. But
that's a great thing to do.
We have an awesome community. They're just so supportive. I can't thank them enough for the help they've given us. Great people.
And it goes a long way. If you have a chance to thank the sponsors, if you care about the rodeo, take a moment and really look at the people who have helped bring something like this to be, and then mention it to them. Give them a thank you. So
that'd be great.
Yeah, we do appreciate that. All right, well, in this segment, we're almost out of time. We've got to get quickly to the dates. When is the rodeo?
It's July 7th, 8th, and 9th, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We'll be starting the rodeo at 7:30 each night. We'll have all the great events: bareback riding, saddle bronc riding, steer wrestling, the crowd favorite bull riding, mutton busting, and this year we have the great specialty act, the one-arm bandit. If you haven't seen him,
yes, the one-arm
bandit.
bandit.
It's been a while
I've
since
done a
he's
few
been here.
advertisements for the one-arm bandit in the past. Well, that's great to have him back again. The rodeo, everyone knows about the rodeo. It needs no introduction, but in the second half, we're going to talk about more of the details and what's coming up and what you can expect to see this year. It's always good to have you here, and I can't wait to see
it's going to be fun.
The city light up and change face a little bit to celebrate the Dinosaur Round Up Rodeo.
It's going to be fun this year.
All right, when we come back, we'll talk more about the Dinosaur Round Up Rodeo, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Local Point. Before the break, we were here in the studio discussing the Dinosaur Round Up Rodeo 2016. And now we're joined in the studio with Mike Karen and our rodeo queen, Jaden.
Hi.
Right?
Yes.
Jaden, would you just quickly introduce yourself? Although I kind of did, but let's see what you have to add to that.
My name is Jaden Woods, and I am the 2016 Dinosaur Round Up Rodeo Queen.
Congratulations,
Thank
by
you.
the way. That's what. Can I just ask, what is involved in that? How do you choose the next rodeo queen? How is that done? Is it through a competition, or what is done there?
Yeah, so we had to do a public speaking, a modeling pattern, a horsemanship pattern on our horse. We had to do a working cow horse pattern where you had a cow in the arena and you had to control it, and you also had a personal interview, and you were judged also on your appearance and your personality.
And when it all came down to it, Jaden, you are this year's Dinosaur Roundup Rodeo Queen. Congratulations on that.
She did a wonderful job.
I think they made a great choice. I think they did. I've known Jaden since she was little, dancing, and she is very intelligent and articulate.
We're so happy to have her.
Beautiful
She
too.
do a great job for us. She's
Well,
awesome.
good, and I'm glad to have you on the set. You kind of lightened things up around here a little bit, right? No offense to
You're right, but
previous guests. All right, so let's just jump right back into the details again. Would you tell us the dates of the rodeo again?
Yes, the Dinosaur Round Up Rodeo is on July 7th, 8th, and 9th of this year.
7, 8, 9. That's perfect vernal numbers, right? For those who remember. Easy to remember, and there's no secret when the rodeo's going on, this place just changes, doesn't it?
Yes,
it does. The community changes face a little bit. And we always see the queens, the rodeo queens. There are other attendants as well, right? Or juniors and that kind of thing. Out waving on Main Street and helping sell tickets. Where will tickets be sold this year?
This year we're going to move the ticket booth from the Cobble Rock down to about 200 East Main, right there in the Lamplighter parking lot. They'll have a ton of room. People can park.
Pull in,
easy to
park,
see us.
buy your tickets.
Queens will be there. We'll have some of our stock contractors there, people, personnel. So it'll be neat. You'll be able to find us real easy this year.
Very good, very good. We always look forward to that.
You can always get tickets on Vernal Rodeo. Go to our website, vernalrodeo.com, and there's a ticket outlet there as well.
Perfect. Vernalrodeo.com.
Yes.
And will that, we mentioned the sponsors, the generous sponsors in the last segment. Well, are they listed there as well?
I'm not sure if they're on the website or not, but we'll have plenty of advertisement for them and arena banners.
All kinds of information for you, so check that out. Let's get to some of the details. We're talking about tickets. How much are tickets to the rodeo?
Adults are $12 all 3 nights. Children are a little bit cheaper than that. We've got a great venue.
When you say all 3 nights, is that $12 and you can go all 3 nights, or is it $12 per night? It's
per
12
night.
per night, right?
Yes.
Right, and children are
Oh, gee,
a little reduced.
A little bit reduced,
right,
yeah. Thanks for that. I appreciate that.
Very good. And are there any special event nights, things that are going on in particular? We want to cover them?
Do you want that one?
Yeah, so Thursday night we are having our Tough Enough to Wear Pink night, which basically supports breast cancer awareness.
Great.
Friday night is our Heritage night, and Saturday night is Military night.
What is Heritage Night?
That's our local heritage. We will be introducing our legendary cowboy and just our volunteers that night. But it's to honor our heritage for the rodeo community.
I love that. And then you said that the last night is called
Military night.
Military Night.
Yes.
What happens on Military Night?
We pay tribute to all the wonderful men and women that give the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom.
What a perfect combination. There's nothing more patriotic to me than a rodeo and that part of our heritage and culture. I love it. To celebrate the military as well.
One really good number we got for you, we just got our draws for the rodeo. We've got a record year this year. We got 561 people signed up, contestants signed up for our rodeo this year. 561.
Wow. That seems, to a guy like me,
that's a lot.
Who's in the audience, a lot. That's a lot, isn't it?
That's a lot of contestants.
Wow. And we mentioned just briefly the specialty act this year. Can we mention him again?
Yep. We got John Payne, the one-armed bandit. He's got his horses and his buffalo. Good trained animal act there.
And they go up on top?
Up the top of the trailer. Don't want to be a spoiler alert, but he's got a great act. And Slim Garner, he's our barrel man this year. He's just hilarious. He's bringing a good act to this town this year.
He's a barrel man. Is that what I remember being called a clown? Do you have?
Yeah, we got the two
you
clowns.
have clowns, so that's different from a barrel man.
Right. We got the 2 bullfighters, and then we got the barrel man. So we'll have all 3. They're all
All
my
right.
name. Yeah.
Rodeo, you can't beat it.
Can't
you
beat it.
can't
It's a ton
miss
of
it.
fun.
You got to be there. Thank you both for being here today.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you,
always,
Chris.
always, right? And thank you for watching Local Point. Stay tuned for this week's community calendar.
Well, hello, and welcome to this week's community calendar presented by your local Vernal Area Chamber of Commerce, building commerce one member at a time. Go to vernalchamber.com to learn more about upcoming events. So, let's get started with this week's schedule. On Tuesday, July 5th at 11 a.m., the Vernal Chamber hosts their weekly luncheon at the Golden Corral. You can go see the chamber, go get some food. On Thursday, July 7th, in front of the library in downtown Vernal, there will be live music. There's going to be some food vendors and prizes, and that's actually going to be happening every Thursday all the way until the end of July. It's going to be a great July on Thursdays. Kick the dust off your boots and head down to Western Park because it's time for the Dinosaur Round Up Rodeo, starting on Thursday the 7th at 7 p.m. every night. That's going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Also, it's time for the Farmers Market at 9 a.m. every Saturday in downtown Vernal. Have you ever been there? Guys, you ever been there? They're not in the studio. They're not listening to me. If you haven't been there, you got to go. It's a lot of fun. There's vendors and food. And it's a great time. That's all we have for this week's community calendar. Thanks for watching. Like VTV6 on Facebook, and we're going to see you here next week or whenever you watch us on social media. Dang it.